Hey there, Bob from Oregon's Constant Gardener. Welcome to the OCGFAM show. To all of you, my YouTube buddies, we have a guest. Ambassador of Quan.
Hi.
Official Ambassador of Quan of OCG.
Bob's friend.
Carl, Super Agent Gorka. The hardest working man in the growing business.
No, one of them. Not the hardest. The growers are the hardest.
The farthest traveling man.
That might be true.
You get the Iron Man award for the traveling.
That might be true.
So, Carl.
Yes.
We have a lot of things to talk about, but before we talk about this, you wanted to do some giveaways.
I
Giveaways,
did.
and then we're going to talk about Microbe Life, and then tomorrow I'll be on the show as well.
Yes.
Big announcement.
It's a big announcement tomorrow.
Don't say what it is. It's a secret.
Right.
We're actually legally bound to not say what it is till tomorrow.
That's true. Tomorrow's the official day.
Tomorrow's the official day. So what are you giving away today?
Well, our family.
Are you giving away some of this?
Yeah, these are all
This is good
family
stuff.
members. Yes, Bigfoot, mycorrhizae, and you stock all these.
I stock all of
and
these.
sell them.
We stock all of these and sell them quite well. This is a huge hit on the website. This is some great stuff. I've used it myself, the Bigfoot mycorrhizae, and we're actually working with these guys to put together a kind of a special green room live coming up pretty soon.
I heard
pretty
about
soon.
that.
Still some T's to cross, some I's to dot on that. It has been difficult to get it together because of the logistics of it.
But what's amazing about this, I mean, between the biochar, the kelp, the worm castings added to the mycorrhiza, you know, that's very unique compared to all the mycorrhizas that are out there.
Well, yeah.
There's an Omri listing as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a solid group of guys running the show. I mean, they take a lot of pride in their product, how they label it, how they support it, and how they promote it.
So
definitely
make a comment in the comments. One of you, just one of those. One of you will win one of these. That's not a cheap thing there.
No, so
And
that's
then,
one giveaway.
what about now Malibu compost? Compost? I always say compost.
It's kind of like poo. Yeah.
I don't know. Poo.
Yeah.
Poo.
Move.
All right, so this is not actually a Malibu compost. This is their booze brew. What is the story with booze brew? I do not know of this. I only know of the compost in the bags.
Well, this is amazing. You know, and this is kind of your in-between watering. What's nice about this is there's 4 bags in here.
Oh.
All you need is...
It looks like one bag, Carl.
A bucket of... Well, there's 4 within the one.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
I dropped
and
something.
basically...
I'll be right back, Carl. I'm back.
2.5 to 5 gallon bucket.
Yeah.
I like neutral water, but even Randy says, chloramines really isn't going to hurt it. I'm just big on clean water. I'm sorry.
Well, you know, I agree on the
that
clean water, but I don't know about going to some kind of RO water.
I don't want...
We don't need to get into that now. It's another subject.
I don't need no chlorine or chloramines in my water.
Absolutely. Well, you know what you can do about that, Carl, is, I don't know if you know about this, but Microbe Life sells
Yes.
This is like the vaudeville show today. This is just going to go on and on.
Tell
You should
us
know that it's
about
going to be
that.
like... This is going to be a 40-minute show by the time we're done.
That's a great product. And very
Microbe Life
inexpensive.
Hydroponics. Are you familiar with the company?
I am 43 years.
43 years.
Not that I've been with them. That's how long they've been running.
Wow. They make a dechlorinator. It's good. Dechlorinator and dechlorominator. And it's is that the missus calling me? No, it's Dan.
Yes. And
Give
they
them
also
a bag.
they also
I'll
sell
ship
it
it
on
to
here.
whoever wins.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, so hold on. Hold.
Oh, this is your show.
Hold on.
I'm sorry.
Hold on. Okay.
Stop the show. You know that
This
line
is a
right
message from Dan at Bigfoot mycorrhizae. He sent me a
there. Oh, we
text.
love Dan. Hi,
He
Dan.
said, give them a big bag. I'll ship it to whoever wins. So
On top of that.
we will do this little bag, but we will also do a large bag from Dan.
So 2 winners.
The other big kahuna at says Dan and Zach. Go ahead and
So he was-
mycorrhizae.
Dan is messaging...
Right here, because he's watching the show. Holy moly.
So, you know what? Yeah. So, see, it pays
It
to have
pays
that
to
running.
have the live thing.
So you have 2 giveaways there.
You're going off track again, Carl. I think...
Composting! 5 gallon bucket! Any kind of water.
Are you giving away one of these
Put it in the
dechlorominators as well?
bag. You know, Bob, you want to ship it?
All right.
We're giving away a bottle of dechlorinator.
What about this SLF?
5 mils. Bob, I need to explain the breakdown of the teas. You asked me on this.
Carl? Could you explain to us about the teas?
Yeah.
Thank you.
So the teas, there's 4 of them in here, Bob.
Yes.
And a 2.5 to 5 gallons of water. 1 sleeve of tea goes in there. Cold water. You don't have to brew this. That's the other thing. It's like you and I drinking a glass of tea. You know, you just dip it in your glass, let it steep for 5-6 minutes, and you drink it.
I do.
So you're going to do this with a bucket of water for
I drink this?
You could. But you're going to do it for 12 hours. And then you're going to just create a vortex. You're going to stir it. And then
Just
water
get it
it
going.
on your little plants. You could even full your feet.
That's my tea day. I'm
You
excited.
know, remember, beneficial microbes. It's good for destroying fungus as well.
Okay. Okay.
It's a beautiful thing. 4 teas wrapped up in one bag there, Bob.
Are you doing this SLF 100 too?
Newton Hayes. We love Newton, and
A
we love
staple.
staple in my grow ever since I met Nectar.
Makes everything more available.
Yeah, so we're giving that away.
Okay.
So we got how many items we're giving away on your show, Bob?
A little bag,
Yeah.
a big bag,
Yeah.
a dechlorinator,
Yeah.
an SLF 100,
Yeah.
and there's just one bag inside here, right?
There's 4 bags.
4
Bob.
bags inside there. Don't open it up. and
No,
then
I'm
you open
opening it.
All right.
Sometimes pictures are better than words. So here.
So there's just the one bag, like I
isn't that
said.
a cute little thing of boo right there?
There's just that one.
See, no, there's 3, Bob.
There's 2. I see.
There's the bag.
2.
There's 2.
That's what I said.
There's 3.
There's 3. I didn't know there was 3.
There's 4. See, she's even upset with you, Bob.
Yes.
Thank
yes,
you,
she is.
Keish. It's
All right.
okay.
All right. All right. I get it. I get it. I think that one's leaking a
Got
little
dusty,
bit.
Bob.
A little bit. Okay.
So 4 bags,
Carl,
1 bag of tea.
Carl, I've got questions for you from our audience.
Oh, hey. No, we got one more. Cultured biologics.
Tim was on the show. Have I shown you this TV I got?
Oh, God, that's nice, Bob.
I have this TV, and Tim was right there on the screen, and he answered questions on the show. You know, you could do that too when you're out of town, when you're out in Colorado.
Maybe we'll do it at CanaCon.
Oh my goodness,
You
you
wanna
could do
do
a
something?
live stream
Because-
with CanaCon.
Oh
We're
my
going to
God.
have a live. Carl is going to be our on-the-scene reporter. You're going to be our Les Nessman.
Because Mammoth will be there.
If they drop turkeys, you'll know. You'll be able to
Bob,
report
you
the
know
whole
what?
thing.
We just created something. That's going
That
to be
is something.
amazing.
All right. So
So
those are the winners. Although this one's leaking, you may have to give him a discount. I can't give him a discount.
They add a little extra spice to the bag.
Okay.
So it's in a happy
just
space.
Okay.
It's psychological.
Okay. So, Carl, I've got some questions.
Hopefully I got some
I'm
answers.
sorry this is so long. I love you and I'm sorry.
You'll edit it later.
No, this is going to be live on tape situation.
Okay.
Paul's 248. Hi Bob, great show. Now use the nectar line and other products found on your show. That's cool. Just wondering, can you show us on stump removal subsequent to harvest? And this is not for you. This is actually cultured biologics. So why I put the question on here, there's a lot of other questions in the comments that I haven't answered yet. We're going to get all those answered. But Tim McCormick from Cultured Biologics. You know Tim's coming out here next week?
I love Tim. I'll have to
Tim
see him.
McCormick is going to be here next week, and he's going to do a bunch of episodes of the show, but one of them is going to be recycling your soil, pulling out that root mass, what to do with that, how to make the soil all good again. So that's...
I'm kind of drinking like you do.
No, that's awesome.
Well, you normally...
it's funny. I got my
You know
little
how
cup.
you start your show
Well, I'll
with
tell
that
you the
drink?
truth. My cup has gotten so disgusting.
I kind of did that for you today, Bob.
You did.
I was
Look
already
at my
drinking.
cup. See?
Oh my God.
I got to take it. I don't...
I dare you to drink that, Bob.
I'm not drinking
I'll
that.
even put a little photo. You know
No,
what? I'll
no.
put a little photo in there.
I'm not drinking it.
I can do a giveaway.
I'm not drinking. You know, we're also giving away 2 of these nectar Microbe Life.
God, it's like
hydroponic.
Christmas, Bob.
This is more giveaways than on my Christmas special.
Jeez.
Giving away 2 of those.
Gotta watch Bob's show.
You got to watch my show. It's going to be on like at 9:30. Well, you know, Carl's doing a live stream too. Carl is the king of live stream.
No, not really.
Brian Finney, thank you very much for all the support you've been for the show. I really appreciate it. He's got a question here. He says, so, the Blacksmith bioscience, is that an organic pesticide, Carl?
Blacksmith Bioscience.
Is a
You know
company.
what? You know what? I'm gonna give everybody a teaser. I can do this, Bob. Don't say nothing. Pause. All right, so back in the, okay, now you can respond. So back in the day, there was a company called Natural Industries. So this is the company that basically came out with actinivate. That's right. They had the patent for the bacteria. WEC 108 is what they labeled it as. And actinivate was born through Natural Industries. private family-owned company. They did phenomenal with this product. It's still out there today. Back in the day when this was created, this is the original package, by the way.
That was in 1942?
No, it goes back 30 years, though. It was used in the egg side for about 10, 12 years. And
the 80s?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then it launched retail towards the end. But an amazing product, Streptomyces, the main functioning.
This was serious stuff.
This was the flagship product.
Yeah, I remember well.
Okay, and then they went to the forge through a company called Blacksmith because this got sold to a company called Novozymes, which then kind of went off into the horizon with some other names and got lost.
As things often do.
So Blacksmith came up from the earth. The same family, origin of this, created a product called Forge, and then today, as you and I know
big deal.
Armory. All Streptomyces. Forge had Streptomyces. It was taken off the market because of a no-compete. And then Armory was born. But guess what? Immediately, Armory is going to have, and you didn't know this, Bob, Streptomyces written on the back.
Really?
As of today.
Holy moly!
Streptomyces is now all over that Armory bag, and we are locked and loaded.
That is a teaser.
But to your guys' question, even back then they had a product called No Fly.
Yes.
Okay, bioinsecticide.
We have some right here. So I'm not giving this away.
It has a shelf-stable life of 3 months unrefrigerated and 6 months refrigerated.
We refrigerated here.
And that's perfect.
Better safe than
sorry. So we do a variety of things. We do nitrix, which is a nitrogen-fixing bacteria, a very high-quality pharmaceutical grade, which you're applying literally once every 3 weeks. And of course, the Armory, and the no-fly is in there, the tenant, which is the trichoderma, and then we have tamarack, which is also liquid aminos added to teas and whatnot.
So it's a conglomerate
of many things under the Blacksmith name with something.
What would you say is the guiding principle of what they do, of the whole thing they do?
The guiding principle was their father, Matt Kowalski Sr.
Yep.
Matt Kowalski Jr., along with his brother James, basically picked the torch up and continued to run. But their dad was focused on Mother Earth and the value behind it.
So natural plant enhancers for the health of your plant, from keeping pests away from it to making it bigger and stronger through natural means, and mostly dry things that you mix with some water and water into the plant.
Right, because, you know, I mean, the Streptomyces is great. I mean, how it's designed is this is a spore-based bacteria, and it's still today in the Armory. What you have in Armory today, guys, is 100% actinovate, 100% Forge. Basically, all of that product is the main consortium.
It's like an armory for your plant.
It's a third generation. And my little friend Kat Reyes, she's probably watching out there. Sure. She helped me out with the skull art.
Oh, it's beautiful. Yeah.
Okay, so that's basically how it all derived.
So they do a plant. We got.
So Streptomyces is basically, besides some byproducts of the plant, the fungus, the disease, is what it eats, destroys, digests, and just emboldens and grows, as well as enhances root growth by about 20%. So it's doing a couple of different things.
So the no-fly is a pesticide.
It is.
The other products
product
are helpful to the plant, but are not strictly a pesticide, other than that they make the plant stronger so that it may be able to fight the pest itself.
We do several different things with Blacksmith. Okay. I kind of got long-winded, Bob. I had to go back to history.
No, you got to do, Carl.
You'd find this on eBay.
This will be the longest episode
Who's going to ever find an original tin in that package?
Where'd you find that?
In my archives.
That's nice.
That's how I roll.
You should have a little museum. You know, we were up at the Oregon Department of Agriculture, and they have a little museum up there of bugs. Did you see that?
This would go good in the museum.
It would.
This is priceless.
Yeah.
Maybe I should give it away. No, I won't.
No, I got to ship it.
All right, go on, Bob. I'm sorry.
Next question. Hopefully Green, another huge supporter of the show, has a question. He says, great stuff, Bob. Was wondering if I'm using cultured biologics with the Photo Plus, will it add any more benefits, or is that overkill? Putting together a good pest prevention would be nice to hear about. What I've used, I've used neem, but would like something that I could just add water. The neem's been good, but always tough getting oil to mix with water. Perfect every time. Now let's just break this up, and Carl, don't go nuts on me. Is the no-fly in any way similar to what someone would do with a neem oil?
Yes, it's a bioinsecticide, completely natural, and you could certainly use it in conjunction with neem if you wanted, but you wouldn't need
Or
to.
on its own.
Or on its own.
And you'd probably use it on your own personally.
I have used it
Instead of
this
going
past
nuts
year.
with the neem oil, which can be problematic to...
A lot of people don't like neem for that reason.
Yeah.
The nice thing, even with the no-fly in an atomizer, a fine fog, which I did some videos last year showing that, showcasing it. No clogging, just eloquently missed everything. Especially when you're into russet mites. They're so minuscule and small. And in particular, I should touch on that with the no-fly. That's where it's worked best in an atomizer, so it totally fogs and saturates that plant tissue. Because they're a real menace.
Oh, that's my son. I'll have to talk to him later. Okay, Carl. The next part of the question was, now let me just say something about this. There's been some talk about when people are using, there's been this thing of like, more microbes are better. But there's also a feeling starting to come into the community that perhaps these microbes are competing with each other and that we're starting a little microbe war in their red ant, black ant situation, and we're wasting money. His question is, Photo Plus and Culture Biologics, use them together? Is it beneficial to use them together?
Absolutely. And Tim McCormick would basically, we did a thing in Colorado. Tim was, very pro mammoth in Microbe Life added to the culture. It just adds to that consortium.
Sure. Well, and I would say that the Photosynthesis Plus is just that. It actually photosynthesis stuff in your leaves. It can.
Well, and I was breaking that down earlier.
Oh my goodness! What do you got here?
So.
Don't get started with it now. Don't get started with it now, Carl. For the love of all that is good.
Continue, Bob.
Let's just keep rolling with this.
All right,
this is going to be an hour and a half long. Christopher Perry said, "Hey, I'd love a Nectar for the Gods hoodie or T-shirt." Well, yeah.
Come to Canada.
Well, I would say good news.
Send him up to Canada.
Well, he may be up there. So there are more giveaways coming on gear, and there is more gear coming. But I would also say that hopefully you'll win one at a giveaway, or something may one drop down your chimney at Christmas time. But if you go to OCGFAM.com right now, we have the Nectar Fam one-shot thing, and then we have also our OCG Fam. But there is much more coming. There's some Persephone gear. There's some neat stuff coming, and hoodies. Hoodies will be on the site probably within a day or two, and new shirts shortly thereafter. So you can buy it there, and if you do buy it, holy moly, Christopher.
Is this for a chick? This is kind of like
yes. No. What? Huh? I do have ladies shirts coming, but if you get a shirt, OCGFAM.com or OCGFAM 2018, that's the code to save 20%. So use the code if you get something. So hopefully you'll win something coming forward, but if you just want to go buy one,
they get 20%?
20%.
They get free shipping?
Well, Carl, if they buy $100 or more, they get free shipping. If they buy less than $100, it's $12 flat rate.
Okay.
All right. That's good to know. And it's 20% off everything in the store.
Everything in the store, Bob?
Every single thing in the online store.
All 50 states?
Well, I believe, I'd have to check on this, but I believe if you're in Hawaii or Alaska, you may have to pay some extra shipping because it's a nightmare for shipping to there.
All right, but across the country, down to Florida,
in the contiguous 48 states, free shipping $100 or over, $12 flat rate under $100, 20% off everything in the store with the code.
Okay.
OCGFAM 2018. Thanks for clarifying that, Carl. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. That's why I'm here.
Odds408 said, I got a question for Carl Gorka.
Oh, this ought to be good.
I watched both Green Room Lives with Carl and Scott. That would be Scott Burke, Microbe Life expert.
Well, he's the god. Scott, no, you're not going to top him.
Both were talking about Photosynthesis Plus. Carl said that the shelf life is 6 months.
Oh, no. Not that. I just
once the bottle is open. And Scott said... Scott said it's 1 year, Carl.
Scott's my boss.
Can you ask Carl what's the correct answer? Thanks. Trying to decide what side of the bottle I should buy. Now, just slow down. I know you got your opinion on this, but I would like you to tilt it in the context of what size bottle he should buy. Because that is your opinion of how long it lasts dovetails in with what you should buy. But that's the end of the questions. Carl, go.
You don't want me to be long-winded. is your point.
I don't mind if you're long-winded, Carl. It's just when you lose the trail and we wander off into other zones.
Well, I can tell you this. Some very large growers, one friend of mine, Jeremy Van Horn, Foundation Holistic, amazing rock star grower, probably one of the best, well, not probably, he is one of the best growers in the country, in my opinion. He's just very dialed in. He likes the 32-ounce bottles because when he opens them, he'll use them till they're gone. Remember, it's like 5 mils to a gallon.
Yeah, a gallon is a huge.
And he likes using them better than the large gallons because he can just go through the bottles, chuck them, then open another one. Because the nice thing is, on the shelf they keep for years.
Until you open it, it's good to go for a very, very long time.
Right, but
once you open it.
But I mean, if you got like Patrick Pooler out there at Heroes of the Farm, where they got huge grow going on, I mean, they'll open up a gallon and fly through it in that feeding.
Oh, sure.
So again, how big is your grow? What are you using it for? How often are you using it?
It's like that movie.
It is a year.
Where the guy had the time limit.
Yeah. But here's the thing.
They gave him the poison, and he had to get the antidote within like 24 hours.
Bob, you're going off.
What I'm saying is that once you open it, the clock's ticking. So you should probably consider that you might not want to run it clear up to that year and then waste some when you can just get a little smaller bottle and use it in a reasonable fashion. Is that what you were saying, Carl? And that's why you lied.
I didn't. Well,
I know you did lie.
You know why I lied?
You lied?
Well, I did.
Because
you know what
you stretched the truth in the reverse.
Well, here's what
you shrunk the truth.
Here's the biggest question, and I got it in Colorado.
Yep.
Is like, you know what? I opened my bottle, like 7-8 months ago, and there's no more smell in it, and it kind of went clear. So it's pretty much bad. I need to get another bottle. And see, that's where Scott's over there, kind of looking at me with his eyes tilted.
He does that,
and he's waiting for me to say, "Well, no, it's fine. It's good for a year." But for the customer, now remember we put a self-occurring sulfur in here. The reason for that sulfur, and this is good info for you too, Bob.
I'm ready.
Is we put a food source in here. Now also, we have an organic label for Photosynthesis Plus. Well, what's different about the organic and paying more money versus just the standard? The food source. We have to basically source it from an organic resource for what we put in that bottle. Now that food source basically is what that sulfur eats and digests.
I gotcha.
To preserve the bacteria, the beneficials in this bottle. Especially when it's in an anaerobic state with no oxygen level, and for it to sit in a dark place for years, how does it exist? And with that vegetative bacteria, it breaks down, it grows, it's rebirth, it's death.
It comes and goes. It's a little circle of life situation, just like that movie, The Lion King.
It's continuous. It's continuous. So the reason I say 6 months is because really and truly, you don't want to open up any bottle for goodness sakes of what you're using and let it sit for months.
It's stuff going on in there.
And that's why. And the other thing is, people keep saying...
Are you even on the camera, Carl? You kind of wandered off there.
People keep saying why the smell is gone, why it looks bad.
Smell is gone.
Get rid of that conversation. Just use it up.
Just use it up.
6 months.
We'll get a little smaller bottle.
That's a 6-month shelf life, Bob.
I lost my question. That was the last question, though. Carl,
you can keep it a year if you want.
So we're giving away all this stuff, so make some comments in the comments if you want to do that. Carl, tomorrow, Carl, we can't do this tonight. I gotta go home. The missus is gonna kill me. It's like midnight probably, and I'm hungry.
All right.
Let's do this tomorrow with the thing. Let's talk about Microbe Life tomorrow, and then Carl, and then the big announcement.
The big announcement. It'll be a great announcement, Bob.
I think it's exciting.
And I promised you before CannaCon, so...
Carl, that is a real honor to make the show. I think it's going to be a big deal for the show, for all of y'all. So anyway, how long do you think this is long? Run. Yeah, 30 minutes.
Oh, this one is on. I don't know, Bob.
Well, it doesn't matter.
There's actually a couple stragglers that are still
watching. That's what my buddy Thomas
Thanks for your patience. And those 9 people possibly could win a couple prizes.
Because you're going to do that after.
They're going to be nice.
Okay.
They're going to be nice.
All right. That's the show for today. I'm sorry.
That's the show, Bob.
I love
Thank
you.
you.
Carl loves you. We love you.
I always love you.
Everyone here at the OCG
Thanks for inviting me over.
Well,
I feel there's so much that I missed about photosynthesis.
Well, that's because you started going off on it before the show even started, and it's like midnight.
We forgot about
I love you.
The nutrient cycling.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Photosynthesis.
For more information about anything on today's show, go to our website, OCGFAM.com. And if you buy anything while you're there, use the discount code OCGFAM2018. You're going to save 20% and you're going to have a lot of fun. The OCG Fam Show, it's pretty good. It happens every day. It's the OCG Fam Show. See you tomorrow.